Good afternoon. Tim Keith, Everybody Happy Wine Company, and Leaf and Vine Wines. I'm back up at Paradise Ridge Winery. It's June the 6th, and we're doing some wine work today. Been beer making lately. Let's see here. We've been up to Oregon, done sales, been winemaker dinners, all the glamorous stuff. And today we're actually getting our hands dirty, getting our teeth dirty, just having fun. You might be able to see a little bit of the setup behind me. Got some barrels, got a little holding tank right there, and what we're doing today is we're racking returning. Basically, the wine has just been sitting in barrel for the last few months, evaporating, concentrating, aging, integrating. We've got some new oak that some of those oak tannins need to integrate into the wine, and so that's basically where we've been at. But what happens under those conditions is you kind of balance between oxidative and reductive. And so oxidative, think, lots of air get into the wine, and eventually it could turn into vinegar or kind of start to smell porty or something like that. And reductive, which is an anaerobic environment where there's very little oxygen, and you end up getting kind of stinky aromas, I guess. Like, think H2S is a very common thought of reductive aroma. People attribute it to like rotten egg smell, and so it's a balancing act of this. And I tend to run the line of a reductive winemaker as much as possible during the aging process, and an oxidative aerobic winemaker when it comes to my practices with rack and returns, the fermentation. And so there are conditions where it's safe to be very oxidative, and there's conditions that are beneficial of being reductive, and I kind of toe the line of both. And so it's June the 6th, I think I just said, and these wines haven't seen any air for the most part since the first day of February. And even some of them, a few of the barrels, haven't seen any air since they went down to barrel after pressing. And so this is a big day. We're going to get them a lot of air, kind of blow off any of those reductive aromatics, get a good mix, kind of blend a few barrels that have similar characteristics. And this is the fun part of winemaking, but also the work part. So I'll get you a few shots, but that's kind of the story. I've shown rack and returns before. I do them even during fermentation, what we call délestage, just kind of like a rack and return. And so that's what we got going on today. We've got all our barrels laid out. This is our Petite Sirah block. We got a couple new barrels, a few neutral barrels, and I've tasted through everything, and now I'm going to combine a few lots. So we're going to pump from barrel into our little tank, and we'll give you a little inside shot. So we go up the stairs. You can see I've already splashed in a little bit, and might as well give you an action shot. Here we go. Pump turns on, and bam, there it goes. There you can see it, a little bit better shot. I'm going to get this a lot of air. You can see it's foaming up now. And this is just our first barrel, neutral oak, French oak. We might have remembered this wine was natively fermented, so no commercial grade yeast was used on this, so all wild yeast. And basically the beauty of this is I get to just stand up here, pump this around, splash it around, and you can actually smell some of the aromatics that you were smelling in the glass from the barrel kind of blowing off. And then as it ages, but it kind of just hangs out in the tank and blows off even more, you start to smell some of the fruit characteristic that you're really trying to get to by doing this. So we just racked a couple of the barrels to tank, the couple that I knew were really going to pair well with one another, and eventually they're probably all going to get blended together, but as the winemaking process goes, and the aging process in particular, I like to kind of see how certain wines develop in certain barrel types. And so here you got a sample of it. This is our Vista Petite Sirah from Lodi, and it's amazing. And it's one of the fun things about this job, to be able to, take it from one element to the next and see the development, even within seconds. It's just been racked in a tank for the last 10 minutes, and I'm already starting to see the flavors develop and the aromatics develop the way you hope when you do a movement like this. And so rack and return complete, and the results are what we were looking for. So thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you again soon.